Start again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smark Tank. I'm doing the introduction this week. You're talking to the wonders from Bob Black with my co-host, Shannon Epstein.
Yeah.
We lost something really important this week.
What's that?
It's something very important.
Did we lose our brains?
No. It was something very important, though.
We never had our brains.
Yeah, it was my ability to believe in WWE's bullshit, and I just don't believe them anymore. And like when you can't buy the bullshit the WWE is selling you, you start to wonder why you do this, why you watch, why do you watch, why do you watch, Shannon?
Hoping it'll get better.
No, it won't get better. So from now on, I'm not gonna talk about who should get pushed, or what should happen, or like, oh, let me see, I could book it better. No.
No.
No more.
We're not gonna do Adam Blampier.
I'm not gonna. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to.
Welcome to Smark Tank, everybody.
I refuse to have someone, spit in my face, and tell me that
it's raining.
That it's raining.
Yeah.
I refuse to have.
I like that cliche. It's a good cliche.
Someone slap me in the chest and tell me that I had a bug on it. I didn't have a bug on it, Vince. I did not.
I did not hit her.
Okay. No. God damn it. No. All right.
Now you're just doing Daniel Bryan chants?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. There was so much bad this week.
Really? I liked SmackDown, though. I actually like SmackDown.
What did you like about SmackDown? Go.
I mean, off the top of my head, obviously the Daniel Bryan match.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like,
what else? Is that all you got?
Shinsuke versus 10 guy, Ty Dillinger.
That was like a.
It was fun.
It was fun, but it was like a throwaway match.
Yeah.
What?
I liked it. I liked the throwaway match.
No.
No, I can't like it no more.
No, it's not that you can't like it.
What?
It's that Ty Dillinger, they've beaten him into the ground.
Yeah, they have. Pretty bad. But they brought him back this week.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. He was here.
Like, did you mean like physically brought him back to the ring? Or like brought him back?
They put him in a match.
No.
And then Lana had a dance off. That was great.
Oh my god.
Actually, the way it ended was pretty good.
Oh my god.
With her getting beat down, or whatever, Naomi getting beat down. They've been talking about doing that dance off on Total Divas for like years now, though.
At this point, I just want them to stop. I just want them. All right, so Daniel Bryan was a great match. That was fantastic, right? Joe is in the Money in the Bank. We both called that. It was
a great move. Why would you not?
Everyone saw that coming.
Like, yeah, you want Daniel Bryan in the match just because you want Daniel Bryan in the match, but like realistically, Joe needs to be in the match. Yeah,
Joe needs to be in the match so Daniel Bryan can go and make Cass tap out again. That's great.
I mean, they could 50-50 book it, but I don't think they should.
They don't need to. What you already killed Cass. Cass is dead to me. Cass is a dead character. Yeah. Like, he came back this week, and I was like, oh, great, he's back. He doesn't need crutches. Of course he doesn't. Okay, all right, he's going to cost Daniel Bryan the match. Of course he will. I was just like, whatever. Why is this big 7-foot waste of space in this match? Oh, yeah, so Daniel Bryan can't be in the Money in the Bank without looking bad. That's fine. Okay, fine.
I don't think that needs to be a match on Money in the Bank, to be honest. Cass versus Daniel Bryan.
That could
be like a SmackDown match.
No, they're going to make
it. Or it could be like a fucking pre-show match.
You can't not have Daniel Bryan on Money in the Bank. You need Daniel Bryan money, right?
You're right, but I'm just saying.
If I'm Vince, I'd be like, look, you're going to go out there. Daniel, we really value you. You're going to go out there. You're going to wrestle Doink.
And you know what Daniel Bryan says? No problem.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Doink? Okay, I thought I was feuding with Cass. No, you're feuding with Doink now.
We're bringing back Doink. All right, we're going to Doink.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, no.
Can the twist ending be that I was Doink all along?
No.
Okay. No? All right. That would have been interesting, though.
It doesn't matter. You're going to go out there and you're going to face Doink. Can you put him in the S-lock?
Yeah.
And he's gonna tap. So it's gonna be great.
All right. I mean, but I would really like to have a compelling storyline behind said feud.
No.
No?
You don't really need
No?
that. Don't worry about
Where's this big Cass feud going when it ends?
it. Who the fuck cares at this point? Like, that's like asking, like oh man, do you have
What's
any...
the point of this?
Oh my god, you have any more mango fucking chickpea ice cream, bro? No, I don't know. Who cares about mango chickpea ice cream? Give me some fucking Rocky Road like a normal human being.
Whoa.
All right.
Is there mango chickpea ice cream resentment I'm detecting here
all
from your vocal cords?
All I'm saying is there's certain things that people don't give a fuck about, and this Cass feud might be one of them. Possibly, I'm not saying that like generalized. Everyone doesn't give a fuck about this feud.
It's like the hottest feud on SmackDown.
I'm saying that I don't give a fuck about this feud.
No. You know why it's the hottest feud on SmackDown? Because it's the only feud on SmackDown. What other feud is there? What else is happening right now?
Oh my god.
There's like I think they're now calling themselves the Good Brothers.
Oh yeah, the Good Brothers. I love them. They're not doing shit. Whatever.
Why are they calling themselves the Good Brothers and not the Club?
Because they're not next to Finn Balor and they're not teaming up with AJ Styles.
So yeah, the Good Brothers now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that's the Bludgeon Brothers. I don't know.
The Good Brothers, the Bludgeon Brothers. The match is gonna happen. Is gonna be like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
even though it should be like 20, because they can both work. Both teams can work.
Mm-hmm.
But they've grounded the Good Brothers, so they've grounded the club. So
Yeah, it's been pretty bad for them.
yeah,
the last 2 years.
The no fan will be like,
I think even they said like, "Oh man, I have been here almost a year and I've only won 3 matches."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
It's like Carl Anderson's an amazing wrestler.
yeah.
Luke Gallows is like really probably one of the best workers they have in that company.
I mean, he
And
can never replace Festus, but he's a pretty good second, Luke Gallows.
He's better as Luke Gallows than he ever was as fastest, but that doesn't matter to Vince.
I can't believe you answered that.
It doesn't matter to
Why'd you do
Vince.
that?
All right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's always gonna be fastest to him. It's like I created
That fucking bell, man. That was
He created.
No,
Festus.
you know what? That was fucking amazing what CM Punk did with him. He's like, it was drugs. It was drugs is what made him.
No, that was really good. Actually.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Like, way to cover up a fucking bad storyline.
A horrible storyline.
Yeah.
An offensive storyline. You know.
So I guess we're gonna have Elias and Seth Rollins for the IC title. That's pretty good.
Whatever.
Look, if it doesn't lead to Seth Rollins becoming WWE champion and Elias being the IC champion, I don't think I care.
You know what the coolest moment of everything that happened this week was? When Finn Balor walked into the middle ring and slapped Braun Strowman in the face as hard as he can. He could. That was amazing. I was like, this is cool. I like this. This is great.
I mean, they had like the greatest fucking match.
Yeah, I was like, do more of this. And then they're like, no. And I was like, okay, good to know. Then they gave us fucking Seth Rollins versus Jinder Mahal, which was not a bad match. I have to give Jinder credit. That was a real. I mean, but like Seth Rollins can make anyone look good, but like that was a pretty good match. And then now Elias is facing him, and I couldn't care less because Elias means nothing to me now.
I like the B team. I think they're
fun. But
I think they're fun. Yeah,
but
that's it. That's all they'll be.
But they're the social outcasts. Whatever.
Yeah, it's social outcast
3.0. Yeah. That means they're like, oh, you're gonna like, haha, look at these weirdos, and then they're gone. And you're like, oh, that was fun.
I mean, Curtis Axel deserves more than this, and so does Bo Dallas for that matter.
Sure.
Both are amazing talents and amazing workers. And this is what happens when your talent pool is really thick like this. I mean, you have R-Truth as a joke. You know, R-Truth is somebody who is like at the top of his game in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people can't like look at him and be like, "Oh man, he used to be though.
Yeah.
He used to be a contender." You know,
He was a
Bo Dallas is like
guy.
one of the longest title holding NXT title holders.
Yeah.
He was just eating heat in NXT.
He was great.
Bo, leave.
Yeah.
They wanted him out because he was so annoying, which is great.
He was great.
You know? And this is what happens. And then you have the most over indie guy of 2017 in a tag team with Bray Wyatt, who was squashed to like a glorified jobber.
Everybody.
Yeah. And then you take a guy in 2017 who had the NXT title for like, what, a good 6-7 month title run.
And then he's nobody.
And he just loses to Kevin Owens now. You know, like,
yeah, he's just nobody.
NXT call-ups just don't actually work on a statistical basis.
It's like a couple of them. That if you come in hot and they like you, then you're going somewhere.
But I mean, look at even Asuka at this point.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Like, she got called up.
She's gonna lose to Carmella. I hope everyone who is listening to this podcast understands that she's going to lose to Asuka. I mean, Asuka will lose to Carmella.
That would be the ideal situation.
Yeah, no. So they spent a year of this chick tapping people out, knocking people out with kicks.
Over a year.
Yeah, like going to having crazy matches with Nia Jax.
I think she was like 2 years undefeated or something like that.
Taking actual power bombs from Nia Jax. Who like other girls in the roster will not take that powerbomb.
Yeah.
Took it like a fucking champ. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, I'm sure like Nia Jax is like, so you know, what do you want to do? You want to? He's like, you can like powerbomb me, you know, like it'll make you look really strong. And she's like, you sure you want to do that? I was like, yeah, no, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. And she's like, bam, powerbomb. Holy shit, what the fuck? I've never seen Nia Jax pull that move out ever again, and I don't think it's because she can't do it.
Right.
You know, I just don't think the other girls are like, I'll take that. Asuka's like, oh, I'll do whatever. Asuka like then you have Asuka do this whole run, beat like almost everyone, and then you have her tap out to the figure eight in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was like a 13-minute match.
Yeah, and
the bell at WrestleMania.
Like a 5 second tap out, to a one-armed Charlotte Flair, who didn't even work the leg. She didn't even work her fucking leg. It's not even like there was like a kayfabe storyline where like, oh, Charlotte's working the leg, getting ready for the figure eight. It was like, no, she just slaps in the figure eight, and she's like, and I was like, oh my god, this is the worst pain ever.
She was ready for Asuka.
Yeah, I'm just like,
such a joke.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Such a joke.
Are you fucking kidding me? She was ready. Asuka wasn't ready for like WrestleMania. Clearly, that's what she should have said. She's like, Asuka was not ready for Mania. Sorry.
I've been ready for every other match in the last like 3 fucking years.
I stayed out.
But for WrestleMania, I'm gonna side. It was like Mike Tyson getting beat by Buster Douglas.
Yeah, completely.
Like that's how they like probably equated it in his mind. He's like, yes, Mike Tyson. He lost to Buster Douglas because he wasn't working out, and Asuka, she hasn't been working out compared to Charlotte. That's probably what went through his fucking mind.
They don't know what to do with her, so they're like, okay, we can't have her just have the strap because we don't know what the fuck to do with her. I was like, you know what?
They book themselves into holes constantly.
Yeah,
you know, like if you don't want somebody to have an undefeated streak going into WrestleMania, and then they're facing the champion, even though they fucking won the Royal Rumble, then you should fucking have them lose a couple of times. Like, just in like, all right, she finally lost her first match to Nia Jax, which would have been fine, actually.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Because they were busting their fucking asses to make that look good. And then it would actually kind of be like when Ronda Rousey steps in the ring, like, oh, well, what is going to happen? Because she did defeat Asuka's undefeated streak. You know, like, because like they didn't have to keep her undefeated and winning the Royal Rumble.
No,
like you could have stopped that. Like, and I think that would have been fine. Like, they're like, well, let's break your streak at Mania. It'll be more special. Yeah, okay, it's more special at Mania, but like not everything happens in Magic Fairy Tale Land. If this is supposed to be a real combat sport, right?
Yeah,
you know, or at least portrayed as one.
It's like, what the actual fuck were they thinking? And it's like it's just sad that like now everything I see on that comes out of the Fed is just it just takes me back to Mania, where I'm like, I realize like every time I'm just like, oh man, they could have done this, they could have done that, they could have done this. This could be happening right now. This could be really cool. You could have a really cool feud going on with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. You could have really cool feud going on with Braun Strowman and fucking Bobby Lashley. Because that would be kind of cool because they're both fucking gigantic. But no, are you doing that? No. What are you doing? You're having Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley?
I think only just to keep, because Brock Lesnar's not going to be there.
So you're going to feed Sami Zayn to Bobby Lashley again? It's just like, what the fuck are you what are you actually doing?
Well, Sami Zayn can't get a win as a face or as a heel, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you actually doing?
Here's the thing, though. I wouldn't count out that Sami Zayn match just yet.
No, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be great because Sami Zayn's fantastic. And I've seen Lashley in TNA. He still works. He's great.
Right.
I mean, even though the only thing he's done in WWE.
I actually liked that promo this week where he shook his hand and he's like, "Why don't you take me like a man, and just take me in the match?" And then Sammy should have probably milked it a little bit more. Like, nah, I don't have to do that. I don't have to prove myself to a piece of crap like you. I would have been fine with that. But what ended up happening was kind of cool because he just showed his power. He shook his head. He's like, "Oh, you're hurting me. You're hurting me." It was interesting because Sammy is obviously a shit heel.
Yeah.
So it works for him.
Very clear.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Sammy doesn't need a win at this point. He needs a win if they're gonna do something with him.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything with him.
So if they're just gonna keep him floating in the background, fine. But you know what I would like to see? What I would really like to see out of this Bobby Lashley Sami Zayn match is actually him work so hard that he gets over again, even as a heel. Because Seth Rollins has done that time and again as a heel.
Oh my god, Sami Zayn could go out there and put on 5-star matches. He's done it.
I mean, just look at Shinsuke Nakamura's debut match.
Yeah, he's done it. He's put on great matches with Kevin Owens. He's put on great matches when they use him correctly with other people. They don't give a fuck about what he does in the ring. They don't care. They see him as a schlub. He's a schlubby looking dude with red hair.
I mean, you know who's a schlubby looking dude?
Daniel Bryan.
Right. But you know who else is a schlubby looking dude?
Kevin Owens.
You know who else?
Who?
Brooklyn Brawler's a schlubby looking dude.
Yep.
You don't need Sami Zayn to go out there and fucking wrestle Bobby Lashley to get fed. You need Brooklyn Brawler to go out to wrestle Bobby Lashley and get fed.
At this point.
Because there are other people who would appreciate Sami Zayn's talents and can actually work with him.
Yes.
But put him in a better position on the card than lower mid-carder.
You know what? I hate to say this, but TNA would treat this feud with more respect.
Absolutely.
And that is, it feels insane to say that. But like TNA, Impact Wrestling, like which is like at this point basically the 80s, would treat this feud with more respect, with an actual match.
Then having cross dressers come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and it's just like watching this. And watching Sami Zayn go from the heart of NXT, the heart and soul of NXT, the scrappy underdog gimmick, the guy that you can get behind and people believe in.
I mean, they built him so marvelously.
Yeah. and
Triple H makes wrestling
and to turn
look like so fucking simple.
Yeah.
When you think about it, when you just put wrestling as a concept on paper, it works and it's simple. But when WWE gets their grubby little paws on it, it becomes this complex thing that needs to run through Mark Carrano and Vince McMahon and Road Dogg and all the fucking road agents back there who probably, know how to book better than half the other fucking people back there, than half the fucking writing staff who, their ideas get flushed down the toilet half the fucking time. Because they're once in a while they actually have something. And then they're they got to fucking pitch it to Vince, kicking and screaming all the goddamn way. It's not fucking hard.
It's just so...
I mean, take a look at Lucha Underground. You know what I mean? That's fucking Wrestling 101
I mean, the first couple seasons are really good. Third season's
I didn't really like. I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes of the first season, and I was into it.
Oh no, it's great.
The only reason I didn't continue is because like I just had life. I had other things to do.
No,
and watch and whatever.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons of Lucha Underground are amazing.
Yeah,
like, just really well done. Third season was alright, and this 4th season is like kind of like meh because they lost all their stars. So.
Right. Yeah, well, that's tough, just, look at NXT after the initial talent raid.
Also, they weren't really paying people, so that's another thing that was pissing people off with them.
Yeah, you probably should pay people.
Yeah, so what, I mean, but, like, it really isn't difficult, but WWE insists on making it hard. And it makes it hard for a fan to enjoy the product.
Well, especially when you do this, like, little swerve tactic that they've been doing these days where they're like, yeah, you think Roman's going to win, you think Asuka's going to win, you think Shinsuke's going to win, but lurking behind the scenes is an angry Vince McMahon that the dirt sheets basically have the card called down the middle, like bell to bell, like this is what's going to happen. He's like, no, I got to fuck with him a little bit. But when you fuck with, like, that, basically the 3 things that I just told you, is the reason that the product has been so, like, in a weird place now.
Here's my thing. If you're going to swerve, have a fucking plan. Like, I don't mean, like, a plan for, like, 6 months down the line at SummerSlam where Brock Lesnar shows up again. I mean, have a plan for, like, the night after and, like, everything. It felt like they just swerved.
Just because he was unsure.
Yeah, and they were just like, okay, so what do we do after that? It's like, I will wing it, we'll send out Roman, and, and it's like,
well, you make him.
It feels like they've been making it up as they go along for the past month and a half.
I don't know. I think maybe in some weird convoluted way he thinks that this is going to uplift the Universal title to have it on Brock Lesnar, but it doesn't, because he's not, like, defending it on a regular basis. It does absolutely nothing. Anybody who's actually smart and cares about your product knows that the man has defended it 4 times in, 400 or 500 days, compared to CM Punk, who defended it 127 times in that 400 and some odd days.
That's fine. I don't care. I just don't care. I just, like, they've ruined every possible storyline that they could have had for me. And I just, like, at this point, I'm watching the ashes of it. I'm just watching Braun Strowman be like, when I get in the Money in the Bank, that briefcase is going to get these hands. I'm like, oh my God, seriously? Really? That's the best promo they could come up with for him?
This briefcase is going to get these hands.
Well, what else would it get? What else would it get? These feet? What are you talking about? You're going to grab it with your feet, Braun? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Balor comes out, slaps him in the face. That's cool. And then they have, like, a weird little mini match. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I was like, oh, shit, two foot stomps. Oh, that's dope. And then it's just like, what? And then I'm just watching this and I'm just like, why can't stuff like this happen more often? Why can't they just do that more often? And I realized, the reason they can't do that is because they don't care. They're too busy fucking everything up. Oh, you know what? Bailey Sasha had a good feud. Let's fuck that up.
Forget about that. What's that?
Ruby Riott and the Riot Squad came in kind of hot. That's cool. Fuck that up too.
Yep.
Ruby Riott looks like a legit possible heel in the future. Oh, you know what we're gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was gonna say PCB disbanded. Paige's group.
Absolution.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Oh, wait, what's that? Excuse me?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely fucking nothing, right? What are you going to do? Nothing with them. Because you know why? Because you're a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't know if they're idiots, but they're just exhausting. It's just exhausting to watch.
Yeah.
It's exhausting to watch something that could be so good fall apart so bad. Like, you don't need to have all these people be in your main event. You just need to have them do something interesting. Give them storylines. Let them be themselves.
I mean, some of my favorite storylines were literally the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
In WCW.
Yeah.
And Jericho and Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
And their fucking feud. Like, they made that title actually mean something for me.
Yeah. It's like you guys have this whole other division that you can't, for some reason, make hot. Even though, like, it's been a lot better lately. It's been probably the best it's ever been. But it's like, you guys just are flailing. They're flailing. They're actually flailing. You know, it's like watching is when you're like, oh, Jinder Mahal versus Seth Rollins is a good match,
Right.
for Monday Night Raw. Like dead set in the middle. Dead set in the middle.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Jinder has a place, okay, on the card, and don't get me wrong, like I'm really, really, really not trying to like defend him.
I like Jinder at this point.
I'm just saying that, like,
I enjoy him for what he is.
yeah, I mean he's a guy who's gonna put over other guys, realistically.
Yeah. He's a shit heel who's like big, and he's still working, and he's like okay.
I just don't think that, like, just make another title at this point, because there's got to be something for them to fight for. Because if they're just fighting to fight, then you've lost yourself and you lost the product. Like, even if it's a girl, like, throw in a woman.
Remember when Authors of Pain came up and they were nothing because they just did nothing with them?
They haven't been on. They haven't even been on the TV.
Remember how Sanity was supposed to show up and just never fucking did?
I think they're saving them, though. I think they're saving them for, like, a Money in the Bank moment or something.
Remember when Cien Almas came in and just beat Jobbers up? And
yeah, like, it's been 2 weeks, yeah.
And it's like, and then, like, who came to talk to him this week? And it was like, get out of his face. It was like fucking, it was one of the Lucha Dragons, I think. Like,
Sin Cara?
Sin Cara, look at her. She's like, hey, what's up, Tien? And she's like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, I don't want to see this feud. I was like, yeah, please, Selena Vega, tell him to shut the fuck up. I don't want to see this feud. Tell him to leave.
I mean, hold on. I mean, like, they got to do something, though.
They're going to do nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Joe's going to win the money. Either Joe or The Miz is going to win the Money in the Bank. Right?
Okay.
Biggie's going to turn heel.
All right. Joe is your call for Money in the Bank.
Joe's going to interfere and have Shinsuke win the title.
Okay.
Actually, I think Joe's definitely going to win the Money in the Bank. And he's going to interfere and have Shinsuke win the title. So you can set up Shinsuke and Joe eventually sometime. And AJ and Joe during an interim.
I can't believe we have 16 more days of build-up.
While setting up Daniel Bryan and The Miz, which is the feud everyone really wants right now.
Right.
That's a hot feud.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna give him the Money in the Bank so he could. What is he gonna do with the Money in the Bank facing Daniel Bryan? It doesn't make any fucking sense. No. Have actually, or even better yet, have Daniel Bryan come in and fuck The Miz over. That would be awesome. He's a heel already. No one cares if Daniel Bryan comes to cost him the match.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I know that's the feud that they want.
I mean, it'd be a little out of nowhere for him to do that on Money in the Bank. But sure.
Yeah, I don't think
this is just something for Miz to do. It's something for Balor to do. It's something for Strowman to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how Bobby Roode is in this match at this point, because Bobby Roode is made to look like such a joke on Raw. He at least had a title run on SmackDown, like even if it was a week.
Yeah.
He had a title run.
Like,
I don't know why they did this roster split. I don't know what. Like, I'm basically just watching SmackDown on Monday nights now, with this recent roster split, with minus Braun Strowman and Balor or whatever. I don't know. It's so fucking weird.
It's bad.
I can't believe, like I said, this is kind of weird that we have 16 days. We already gave predictions last week.
This is bad.
And we gave it again this week, and it's kind of like
it's just,
there's really not a whole, like, yeah, you watch things here and there, like that Joe match was amazing. I'm looking forward to the AJ Styles Shinsuke finale, hopefully. But like nothing really happened with them this week. So
It's going to be copy and paste booking. Remember when Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman had a last man standing match?
Yep.
What happened at the end of that match?
At the last man standing match,
Mm-hmm.
I think Strowman won.
Yeah, but how?
What, do you put him in an ambulance or something? I don't
No.
remember. What?
Samoa Joe came out and put Roman Reigns in a coquina clutch
Yeah.
and knocked him out. So Strowman stood up before a 10 count, but Roman couldn't because he was passed the fuck out. I predict that that's going to happen to AJ Styles.
Right.
Copy and paste booking is their shit.
Yeah, they do like Control-C, Control-V. I mean, but then again, I think it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like, they can't get their own storylines across. They just can't.
I don't understand how you can't get a storyline across. I don't get it.
There's this guy at the top. He's like a troll. His name is Vince McMahon.
At this point, I just don't, like, I've lost my ability to believe. I lost my ability to care.
I've lost my ability to believe and care.
Except for NXT.
But come on, aren't you really excited about Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey? Come
I
on.
notice we haven't talked about it because I'm not interested at all.
What, in NXT?
No, in Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey. What purpose? What possible purpose could this match serve but to get more heat between Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon? Which is obviously what it's about.
Yeah, I think Ronda's like gonna almost beat her, and then Steph is gonna like interfere somehow and like, I don't want you as my champion.
Yeah.
You'll never get this title as long as I'm in control.
Sure.
And then
Yeah.
it's basically Control-C, Control-V. Just edit out Stone Cold and replace the first name of Vince with Stephanie.
Pretty much. So, at that point, I don't care. They've lost me. They've lost me completely.
I mean, look, if I could even get in like half the feeling I got when I used to watch the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon feud, if I could even get half of that, it would be worth it for me, because I haven't really watched much that's made me feel something other than like Daniel Bryan winning, at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Winning the undisputed title, because that was an amazing moment.
It was.
I don't know. We'll see. I think we pretty much covered most of it. Like we could talk about NXT a little bit.
NXT was great.
You got Shayna Baszler and Dakota
Kai.
Kai, which is still like it feels like something more is gonna happen there.
It's a fun feud. It reminds me of Bayley and Charlotte.
Interesting.
Or like not Charlotte, because I don't think Shayna Baszler doesn't have the wrestling chops of Charlotte. But like personality wise, there's like Dakota Kai, like the underdog, little girl. Like he's like, oh yeah,
they understand how to book wrestling over at NXT.
Which they're like you'll never beat me, you'll never beat me, and then eventually she becomes like the heart and soul underdog type girl, and she has that thing about her, and then she wins eventually, or she doesn't win the title. If she doesn't win the title, she at least gets close to it, because Kairi Sane is probably the person they want. If I was them, I would be gearing up Kairi Sane to be that Daniel Bryan figure, which is.
I love her though. She's just so like cute and like ready to be scrappy. And, and tear it up in the ring.
Oh yeah, she doesn't care. She's cute and she's like tiny, but she'll
fuck you up. Though.
Yeah, she's got
and
fights.
that's the cool thing.
Yeah, like
that's the same thing with Daniel Bryan. He's cute and tiny, and he'll fuck you up.
Yeah,
same deal. Same deal.
And it's like that's what you need from an underdog character,
right?
And she pulls it off. Dakota Kai's not pulling it off yet.
She's scruffy. I like it. I mean, I like what they're doing.
Nikki Cross is great this week. We came in and had Dakota Kai be the referee. And I was like, this is awesome. This is like really fun. Reminds me of like Mankind circa 1997 or something. Like, I'm gonna challenge you.
You've got a lot of interesting female characters in NXT. Like people who are very different from one another. It's not like this copy paste diva attitude. And I wouldn't even go as far as to say that they don't have it on Raw, because they do. They got Sasha Banks, who's like, when they let her be herself, when they let her be the boss and then, like,
She's
boss's
amazing.
money and she's a fucking heel. Like, you can't stop her, honestly.
No.
You just can't stop her. And, like, that same character works as a face if you just don't try to make her into this, like, yeah, I'm going to fight and win the good fight, because that's what's fucking Sasha Banks up.
Let's just fucking all of them up.
Yeah. Like they don't have backbones as but I'm
I
saying,
mean,
but like what
yeah.
happened with her and Bailey,
It's great.
they got their backbones by fighting each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're just like, oh, no, we're just going to put that one away. We're going to just, like, let that be a bad fart in the room and let it, just kind of go away.
I just can't.
But that's what they did. They started something. They were like, oh, shit, we're going to get Sasha Bailey at Mania? That would be even great on the pre-show.
Yeah.
They didn't even do that much.
Because they're I can't. Like I said, I can't. I can't. Ricochet is great. It was fantastic. EC3 looked really good this week. Love the Velveteen Dream, Ricochet energy, and just like vibe of that rivalry.
Even Aleister Black versus what's his name?
Lars Sullivan.
Yeah,
was
Lars
fun.
Sullivan. Yeah.
It's just they're just doing really well over there, and it's
it's the only product right now
that has a direction, that has like an actual, like,
right.
honest to God direction.
I'm not even sure what they're gonna do on 205 Live with Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy. Like, I don't know what's going on with that.
They're gonna put on a great match. They're gonna keep putting on great
They're
matches.
definitely gonna put on a great match, but like, are they gonna fire the gun and give it to Buddy Murphy? I don't.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think they should, but like, I don't know. But he looks really good against him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last but not least, there has been the court case of CM Punk is now in theaters. I mean, in the courts. I hope he wins. I really hope he wins.
He should win.
I mean, as a WWE stockholder, I hope he wins.
It would be fun to see him win.
My WWE stock has like fucking quadrupled.
It's beautiful
Because of the
deals.
the Raw deal.
Yeah, the Raw deal. Yeah,
And then the potential Fox SmackDown deal.
Yep.
I hope Fox gets them, and I hope they try harder. And I hope they are actually competing with each other. Because that could do a lot. You know what I mean? Like, Vince needs to, like, not have any control of one brand and then have the other brand kick the crap out of it. You know what I mean? Because that was actually when we were getting some of the best product.
We were getting quality content,
when Paul Heyman was running fucking SmackDown and just, like, consistently fucking beating the shit out of Raw.
Yeah.
Week after week.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they get into this complacency. They don't try. It's Control-C, Control-V. Like, oh, no. You know? I gotta talk to my friend, Larry, who was a writer during that time period. And I think he was like a SmackDown writer.
Right.
And he said, but we wrote for both. But I'd like to get his input on, like, what's going wrong with the product today.
It's you should.
I would love to get him on. He's the man who is responsible for I think Muhammad Hassan and Mr. America.
Yeah. Yeah, you should bring him on. I would love to hear from him.
And he was there during the whole Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero stuff. Yeah, so like, goodness, man, we should compile, like, I mean, we should like really compile a nice list of stuff to ask him and talk to him about.
I would love to talk
because
to him.
I think this would I especially in this day and age, you know what I mean? Like, I would. Fuck, man, I'd have him on like every week, you know, or at least once a month, you know, to talk about the product if I could get him somehow.
Yeah, I mean the product's just I
mean, even we don't even have to talk about the product. We could just go back into time and go back into 2005 or whatever.
I would love to hear what he has to say about a lot of these things because I just don't believe.
I mean, he's got some funny stories about Stephanie and Tripp.
Yeah,
you know. But in any event, I think that's it. That's wrestling this week.
Yes, sir.
We're just waiting for something to happen, you know?
At this point.
So thank you very much for tuning into the Smark Tank. You can check us out on our Facebook at facebook.com/ILikeSmarks. And you could write to us on Twitter at I Like Smarks. You can email us at wearesmarks@gmail.com. I promise this week I will answer. In any event, also check out our friends at the Council of Commentary on Facebook and the Nation of African American Wrestling. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Smark Tank. Tune in next week where we tell you, damn, wrestling was so good this week.